Hello and welcome back to Core. We will be continuing with day 3. In the last 2 episodes, if you recall, Gus took the gang out for a little sightseeing tour of Core. We went to the street market where Mike found a little floaty thingy, and then we went to Old Core, and then to the school that Edward, Robert, and Gus used to attend. And then afterwards, Gus took us to the chocolate store that he runs, and everybody had a good time. But then Gus, I guess, told Robert and Ed some of his worries that he might not be exciting enough for Robert's new group of friends. But then they had to reassure him, like, no, you're fine, you're fine. And then eventually, at the beach house, there was a little talk between Mike and Robert where Mike was asking him if he feels fine that now that they're in core, and then they revealed that Mike got stabbed trying to protect Robert and Faust. So yeah. Let's see what happens in day 3. I open my eye confused, and it takes me a moment to focus, but I see blue and white wool thing with something pointy aimed at my face. Ah, he woke up. I told you, Mike, the threat of having dicks drawn on your face always works. Knowing you, it wasn't a threat. You were going to do it. No dicks on my face so soon, please. I lazily slapped the pen away from my face, making them laugh, and I giggled too. I figured this would happen at some point. But don't fall asleep again. It's 11:30, Rob. What? My eyes open for good now, sitting up on the couch, almost headbutting Hector for standing too close. He leans back just in time, though. Whoa! That worked way better than the dick drawing trick. Shush. What do you mean I slept that long? A little bit. We already had breakfast and everything. At first, we were trying to be quiet so you wouldn't wake up, but then we started to wonder how loud we could get until you'd notice. My guess is that didn't work. Looking over at Ed and Faust on the table behind the couch, who were watching us. Ed's having fun seeing me waking up. I can tell because of his grin, but Faust looks genuinely concerned. Ah, man. Okay, let me take a quick shower and I'll join you guys. Take your time. We'll wait for you. The two of them step aside so that I can stand, stretching up before looking for my clothes. I'll, use the bathroom from your room. Feel free. I wave my hand at Ed and Faust, who do the same. Ed laughs when he looks at my face again, so I guess I still look super tired. I have no idea why I feel so tired, but there's no chance to lay back on the couch and sleep with these goofs around. Besides, I don't want to keep them waiting forever, and I'm also pretty hungry. I head to the bathroom and Mike and Faust's room, take a quick shower, and get dressed so that I can join the others. Everyone is sitting in the living room, probably waiting for me to get something to eat. It almost looks like they're staging an intervention. Damn. Alright, I'm more awake now. Sorry for oversleeping. It's alright. If it wasn't because we were planning things every day, we would have let you sleep longer. I'd rather wake up on time to spend time together, honestly. I agree with you, but you should eat some cereal or whatever it is you have for breakfast first. I poke my tongue out at him, teasing me because I don't like coffee. I'll be fast, don't worry. I quickly step into the kitchen, trying not to keep them waiting for too long. I mean, I know this isn't urgent, but I don't know. I don't like the thought of missing time with them right now. My god, you're needy. I reach for a bowl and fill it with milk, then grab a box of cereal and carefully bring it back to the living room. Damn, you weren't kidding. You sped run that. I feel guilty for oversleeping, so I don't want to waste too much time. Ed pats the chair next to him and I follow his lead. You really are eager for today. But take it easy. I don't want you to choke on your cereal. I Who would choke on cereal? It's more likely than you think. My sister did it once. Right, your sister. Hector, I didn't train you to call me out. I chuckled at that, but they're right. I'm in a rush for some reason, so I should relax and take it easy. After all, we're on vacation. We still have 12 more days to enjoy. So, do any of you have any idea what to do today? Waiting for them to reply, I munch some of my cereal, but they don't reply. Instead, they all seem to be thinking about something at the same time. The thing is, we're not really sure. We talked a bit about it while you were sleeping, but we wanted to wait for you. Then what about Gus? Maybe he has an idea? He said that he'd be busy yesterday. I also messaged him to make sure, and yes, he can't hang out today. At least not for a while. Oh. I placed my hands on the side of my chair, leaning back a bit, but being careful not to tip over. What about exploring around? We did that yesterday, though. I don't know. I don't feel like walking for the sake of walking today. I have to agree with him on that, and I know, the introverts don't want to head out. Shocking, but... No, it's fair, I understand. But we can stay here until Gus is free. If he is, we don't really know if he'll be available later. Besides, I kinda want to enjoy the weather outside. I'm not saying playing board games together wouldn't be fun, but I definitely want to experience core some more. Well, looking for a group activity is not exactly easy like this. This is bumming me out a bit. I overslept, and now we don't have a plan we can agree with. Not the best start of the day, I guess. You don't have to spend every single day together, you dingleberry. Then how about just doing our own thing today? I look at Mike confused. He of all people is suggesting this? Well, I mean, we still have a lot of days to enjoy together. I'd say, if we can't figure something out to do together, we're free to do whatever. I'm not opposed. We're all adults here, and we have an idea of how core is. Besides, even if we get lost, we can just ask around. We have our phones. We can call Ed or Rob to help us around. Or Gus. I'm pretty sure he's the one who knows core the best out of all of us. So, what do you think? I think it's a solid idea. Mike looks at everyone, but stops when looking at me. I guess I'm frowning without noticing. Robert? Did I say something wrong? No, just... I don't know. I thought we'd spend the whole trip together, so I wasn't expecting this. I understand, but we all need our own time here and there. You can't expect all of us to spend all our time together. Besides, we already ate and slept together here. It's not like we won't see each other again. I know. I know I'm being childish here, but I had some expectations. I should have expected this, though. You can still hang out with me, if you want. Or anyone, I'm sure. We're just saying that it's fine to not have to do everything as a group. I know. It's fine, really. I'm just being dumb. Buddy, you're not being dumb. It's something you're feeling, and it's important to you, so don't downplay it. That's surprisingly mature coming from Hector. And it seems like I'm not the only one who thinks this, since we're all looking at him now. The poor thing must feel overwhelmed by the attention, since he's blushing now. What? Don't look at me like I can't understand how people feel. You're making me feel self-conscious. Sorry, you're right. But as Hector said, at least we can talk things through. Do you want us to plan something for another day? I'm glad they're willing to listen to me, even if it's just a dumb feeling. But now I don't know how to reply. I mean, I can't come up with a plan for all of us out of nowhere, especially since I still feel a bit bleh. I guess, as long as we spend a day together at the beach, and do things together from time to time, it'll be fine? Well, for sure, man. I still have a lot of fun to be had with you all. Same here. You're not getting rid of me that easily. We noticed. Oh, these goofs are making me smile again. I'm feeling better now that I know this, even if it was obvious. But it's good to get some reassurance from time to time. So, I guess you all have some plans for today then? More or less, I want to do some exercises for a while, so I might do some running around the beach. Wow, exercise? Again? How can you want to do that? It feels good, and it keeps your mind occupied. I might head to the comic store. I want to see what they're offering in detail. Gus said it's not just a comic store, though. I know, but would you believe me if I said I'm going to check out the fridges? Good point, good point. Then, I don't know, I might wander around and see where I end up. It'll be a good chance to take more photos of Core. Yeah, if you're all leaving, I'm staying. I feel like I need some time with my video games. More than you play at night? You don't know that. Besides, I mostly play during the morning, when everyone's still asleep. Close enough, buddy. Then I guess I'll have to figure something out for myself. Well, my offer of joining me still stands. Same here. Thanks, but I guess I'll decide after I'm done with breakfast. Fair enough. Do you want us to stay, or... I mean, we already had breakfast, so... I'm not in a rush, so I can wait here. It's alright. If you guys want to go, you can. I'll send you a text if I want to join one of you, okay? Well... It stares at me for a few seconds, probably trying to see if I'm hiding anything or not. I might have felt iffy at first, but I'm okay with the idea now, and I hope he gets that. Alright, I'll trust you for now. I'm not going anywhere, but I'll probably stay on the couch in the upstairs bedroom. It's a cool place to chill. I guess I'll get changed so I can do some exercises outside, and then I'll head out. Let me get the camera first, then the room's yours. Everyone starts to stand up and get ready to do their own thing while I finish off my cereal. With all the talking, I got distracted and my cereal got all soggy. I don't hate it, but meh, this'll do. Once I'm satisfied, I take the bowl and wash it in the kitchen. The others end up leaving at some point, and while I'm technically not alone in the house, I have it to myself. However, that also means that I have no idea what to do by myself. It's fine if they need their own time, but I guess I wasn't expecting it so soon. I'm so deep in my thoughts, it takes me a minute to notice I don't have any more dishes to wash, just keeping my hands under the water. Alright, Robert, what do you really want to do right now? Well, I don't feel like watching TV, that's for sure. And being in core, I also don't really want to spend the day in the house. Well, Robert, you're gonna have to do something. Maybe I can leave the whole let's plan ahead so the next time it doesn't hit me this hard thing for later. I walk up to the couch, sitting on its arm, trying to figure out what to do on my own while I'm on my own. Fuck this, I'm gonna ask if I can join someone today. My phone is in my hands before I've even finished saying that, already checking my friends' numbers. Now, what should I do? I like both of these guys. Go with Mike. Doing exercises right now isn't that attractive an idea to me, but maybe I need to move to distract myself. Besides, Mike will make things fun and interesting. I think about messaging him really fast, but something tells me that if I head out now, I'll be able to find him. He shouldn't have gone far. I don't really lose anything by testing this theory, so I step outside. The sun blinds me for a second, so I have a hard time looking around, but once my eyes adjust to the light, I spot him. He's a fair ways away, but it's definitely him. Not many people are around at this time, and besides, I doubt there's another lion in core with those tattoos on his arms. They're tattoos? I thought they were armbands. I ready my lungs, inhaling as much air as I can, before I let out a loud call. Hey, Mike! He stops, kneeling, before standing up and turning to look in my direction. He starts to wave his hand excitedly when he sees me. I start to walk in his direction, but he points at his arm, then jogs in place. Ah, he's telling me to hurry. Sure, alright. I trot my way over to him, smiling once I reach him. Hello, Robbie. You finally decided to join me on my morning exercise routine? Can you call it a routine if you started today? Absolutely. I'll make it a routine. I wish I could have had that confidence for other things. What's stopping you from having it? He smirks as he replies, as if he's just checkmated me with that. I cross my arms in response. Anyway, can I join you today? I don't really have that much to do, so I figured... Aha. I take it that you missed me. I wasn't gonna say that. Are you sure? You've never been the exercising type. Well, true, but that doesn't mean I sit on my ass all day either. I know. But there's a difference between doing some activity here and there, and exercising every day. Alright, I'll give you that one. So yeah, I was just stretching a bit before getting ready to do some running along the beach. You're free to join me, but you don't have to. If you don't want to exercise, you can check how far I go, and we can chat after I'm done. He says that all with a wide, honest smile, so I know he means it, but it bothers me a bit that he's giving me an out. No, I want to join you. Come on, I'm focused. I can do this. I've never heard sweeter words come out of your mouth before. Wow, never before, huh? I'll have to try a bit harder then. Alright, well, we'll have to stretch first to loosen up our muscles, so we don't hurt them while exercising. Come on then, join me. The lion taps the sand next to him with his foot, so I stand next to him, though I'm honestly a bit clueless on how this works. Follow my lead, okay? They don't have to reach as far as me, so don't force yourself. As he says that, he leans forward, trying to touch the tip of his shoes with his hands. I follow his example, reaching them without a problem. Right, you're more flexible than me. You'll have an easier time for now, then. Perks of being a ferret, I guess. Does that really matter? We're always taught that our species doesn't really matter in the long term. I'm not sure, but it's true that I don't stop anyone from doing anything. I'm sure there's ferrets out there who can't even bend their backs without cracking. That would be a funny thing to see. Why would that be funny? Are you being specious, Mike? Come on, I didn't mean it like that. I thought of you, all old and wrinkly, asking for my help to reach something from the floor. Oh, so what, are we living together in this hypothetical old age? Maybe. You can't deny that it wouldn't be fun. Also, I'm immortal and forever young in this scenario. That gets a chuckle out of me, and I have to give it to him. Anyway, we're done stretching. Wait, what? He must have distracted me with all his chatting because I barely noticed we were, well, stretching. I guess the fact that I'm flexible helped. Yeah, time to get to work. But first... As he's talking, he unzips the shirt that he was wearing and slides it off his shoulders, dropping it on the top of his shoes. I look at him confused. I mean, I guess it's normal to be shirtless on the beach, but I wasn't expecting him to do that. Come on, you should do it too. What? Why? Are you, perhaps, shy like Hector? Why? Do you want to see me shirtless that bad, Mike? He chuckles again, done with the teasing. To begin with, running barefoot on the sand is better than running on normal surface. Uncomfortable until you get used to it. To be fair, but good. Alright, but the shirt? Because it's gonna be fucking hot, Robert. If you want to sweat under it, be my guest. Well, right. You could have started there. I sigh before following his advice, undressing until I'm only wearing my pants. It feels weird not wearing a shirt when there are other people on the beach, but it's something I'll have to get used to. Admittedly, those are not the best pants to exercise in, Rob. This'll have to do. I'm not going back to the house to change my pants now. If it was night, when it's darker, I'd say it's totally fine to run in your underwear. Come on, Mike. What's next? Skinny dipping in the sea? He doesn't really answer immediately, so I give him a dead serious look. He shakes his hands, but smiles. What? It's on my to-do list. But if all of you are going to be prudes about it, I'll do it one day when no one's around. My god, Mike. I've never met someone who hated wearing clothes as much as you. I don't hate it, but I'm comfortable with my body, so why not experience new things with it? In other words, you're an exhibitionist. Got it. No, Robert, don't be like that. Now I'm the one chuckling, and he comes closer to me, smirking and wrapping an arm around my shoulders, ruffling my hair between my ears. You jerk, come on, let's get moving, or we'll just chat forever. Wait, what about our clothes? Are we just gonna leave them here? Who's gonna steal 2 pairs of shoes and a couple of shirts? I open my mouth to respond, but he might have a point. In Moreland, sure, you'll leave something somewhere, and chances are it'll be gone in 5 minutes or less. But in Core, nah. Besides, as far as I can tell, we're the only ones on the beach right now. Well, alright. But if they're not here when we're back, you're buying me new clothes. I'll take it as a chance to buy you more elegant clothes then. More elegant clothes? I try to ask him, but he's already decided not to waste more time jogging away from me. Shit, I wasn't ready. It takes me a moment to get used to running through the sand, just as Mike said. It's almost uncomfortable, but I guess that's the point. I'm catching up to him though. I'm pretty sure he's running slower so that he can do this with me. I appreciate it, but it makes me feel weaker for some reason. Is there something wrong with my clothes? No, why? Because you said you'd buy me better clothes. Not better, just more elegant. Like your clothes look good on you, but they're... He takes a second to breathe, but also I'm sure he's thinking his next words carefully. No offense, but they're a bit plain, Rob. You could wear a button-up shirt or some black jeans. I like comfortable clothes, and that's rich coming from you. Hey, I wear comfortable clothes because I exercise a lot. What's your excuse? That I like them. I don't need an excuse. Hahaha, that's something I really like about you. You know what you like, man. For some reason, I wasn't expecting such an honest compliment, so I find myself blushing as I try to keep up the rhythm. A part of me wants to continue the conversation, but I can already tell that I'm running out of air for trying to chat as I run through this fucking annoying sand. I'm not sure how long we run for, but it feels like an eternity by the time we stop. I place my hands on my knees, feeling myself sweating a fair bit. I guess it's a good thing that I'm not wearing my shirt right now. I look up to see Mike drinking from a small water bottle that he'd taken from one of his pockets. He notices me staring, and after drinking half of it, he steps over to me. You want some? It looks like you need it more than me. I'm not that tired. I'm just not that used to running around, and these pants don't make it easier. So, you don't want any water then? He smirks as I shoot a sharp glare at him, reaching for the water and chugging the rest down in a few quick gulps. Whoa, calm down. You only ran 10 minutes. I have another one, but... I poke my tongue out at him as I finish drinking. Sorry, man. I'll buy you another one later. So, I'm not super tired, but could we stop for a bit? I can feel how he's about to say already, but he doesn't. Instead, he nods and sits on the sand. I follow his example, sitting next to him. God, now that we're close to each other, I can tell how much he's radiating heat because of the sweat. It's not disgusting to me, but it's like sitting next to a heater while on the beach. I have to say, I love this, Rob. This whole place. Core is so different from the city. I'd love to come here more often. Well, nothing's stopping us from doing so. I think I'd like that too. He doesn't continue the conversation. Surprisingly, instead, he stares at the sea in silence. He looks at peace. Mike always has an honest expression. It's like he never hides how he's feeling. I wonder if I'll ever have an easier time with that. I try, but... What about a vest? With a white button shirt and a black tie? It takes me a moment to realize he's back on the subject of what I could wear, looking at him with that honest smile on his face. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't even know how to wear a tie. I could help you. I bet it'd make you look more handsome. The fact that he said more handsome doesn't go unnoticed, making my cheeks heat up slightly. We tease each other sometimes, but he sounds genuine then. It sounds like you should focus on your own looks, if you ask me. Youch. He lets a loud laugh out, making me giggle. Honestly, I could, but I don't think elegant clothes would look as good on me as they would on you. I mean, my personality doesn't match with that, but you would totally rock them. Come on now, you're making me feel like I'm super attractive or something. I mean, what's wrong with that? Well, sure, if you ask me, you look a little too... average. Youch. But you have charm, you know? You're friendly, outgoing, people can rely on you. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I think that's hot. Alright, he's being a goof, but what he just said is making me blush. I guess, I mean, I'd say you have more of a chance there than me. Hmm? You think so? Yes, you're very positive, always smiling and being friends with everyone. You're also charming, you care about your friends, and you have a nicer body than mine. So, yeah, that. I realize I might have overdone it with my point, because I can tell that even Mike is blushing. I'm not used to seeing him blush. Heh, I didn't know you had me on such a high pedestal. Glad to hear. And, in a way, you're right. I know my strengths after all. People like confidence, and I have plenty to share. They've gotten me in a few interesting situations in the past. Oh, we're finally going to talk about your conquests? We could talk about yours, but I kind of know them already. He smirks as he says that, and I'm glad that he did it in such a natural tone, otherwise it wouldn't have sat too well with me. But yeah, I even got a threesome once. Wait, what? You went from 0 to 1,000 really fast. You never seemed interested in these kinds of conversations, so I never bothered. I guess that's true. Maybe Gus bringing up the subject yesterday did help me open up some more. He's an interesting guy, I'll give him that. So, who did you do it with? I'm not entirely sure why I'm asking him, since I probably don't know them, but for some reason I feel excited to know. I feel a light tickle inside of my stomach, as if I'm asking my first crush out. It feels childish, but I feel like I want to continue talking about this. He smiles again, although this time it feels a bit forced for some reason. I also hear a small tone that doesn't fit with his usual sound. A mispressed key on a keyboard. What? Do you want to know the details too? Do you want to know if I'm a top or a bottom while we're at it? No, I mean, I could tell you. We talk at the same time, and I'm too embarrassed to continue with what I was saying, but he also doesn't continue. Instead, we stare at each other. I'm not sure what, but it feels like he's looking for something in me, and makes me feel vulnerable, but almost in an exciting way. God, what am I, 15 again? If you're that thirsty, you should drink some water. He smirks as he says that, pulling his other water bottle out from his other pocket and passing it to me. He makes me chuckle as I catch it. Nice save. I really don't know how the conversation would have continued otherwise. Fuck you, then. Who knows? You're acting like you're interested. Yeah, I choke on the water as I'm drinking, coughing. What is up with Mike? We joke about this, but it feels so direct. Or maybe I'm the one not being subtle at all. Alright, we've taken enough of a break. We should continue exercising. Ah, right. I try not to sound too disappointed, but I kind of am. What's up with me too? Mike stands up and offers his hand to help me up, and as I take it, he pulls me towards him, hugging me tightly, just like we used to do. However, with the timing and the previous conversation, I just feel like there might be more than a friendly hug here. Either that, or I'm paying too much attention to the fact that we're both shirtless. Calm down, Robert. There, a hug so you have something to think about later. Mike, shut up! Okay, no more teasing, I promise. It's just funny. I feel like complaining, but at this point, I think he'll just respond with more flirting and teasing, and I think for my sake, I shouldn't push any further. He jogs in place, warming up, and I follow his lead, heading back the way we came. Resting for so long made me forget how to run barefoot on the sand. In hindsight, maybe this break wasn't such a good idea. I don't feel as tired as I was before when we reached the beach house. I'm not sure if it's because we got used to it or because this time I knew where we were going, and that gave me strength, but I'm not complaining. We find our clothes where they were, which makes me breathe easily. See? Right where we left them. You're right, but next time we should head out like this instead of leaving clothes behind. Ah, so you're planning to join me again, huh? We'll see, but I could use the exercise and this was fun. I try not to bring up the fact that part of the fun was talking closely with Mike, and he doesn't bring it up either. Good, exercise is fun after all. If only I could make Hector understand that too. The world would end before that happens. Once we've both pulled on our shirts, we walk up the stairs to the house, entering. It's completely silent. If Hector hadn't told us he was staying home, I would have thought that we were alone. Mike stretches his arms as we walk into the living room, turning around to look at me. So, what are you going to do? I'm probably going to take a shower right now. I'll think I'll take a nap. Besides, I took a shower this morning and too much water could weaken my fur. Suit yourself, Stinky. But there's extra space in the bathtub if you want to share. Nah, he's fucking with me. He's using that face he uses when he's fucking with me. Let me take a nap on the couch. I really don't think it's safe if I sleep in that bed right now, and I don't want to bother Hector. Got it. I'll try not to sing too loud then. Please don't. I'm about to say something about kicking his ass in the shower, but with how much fun he's having with teasing me, that's not the right thing to say right now. You're tired, I can see that. Alright, I'll let you sleep. Rest well. The lion waves his hand as he steps into the bathroom, closing the door behind him. I'm alone in the living room now. I should take the chance to have that nap now. I let myself drop on the couch, resting my back, before pushing myself towards the center so my legs don't hang from the arms. I do feel tired, but to be honest, I'm not sure if it's enough to take a nap. It's not like I have something else to do, though. Silence fills the house for a few minutes before I hear the water from Mike's shower running. I yawn, trying to get myself in the mood to sleep, but something's on my mind. I can't stop thinking about what Mike said before, and how he was teasing me. Hugging me like that, telling me to think about that later. Jerk. It's definitely giving me something to think about, though. My body reacts to these thoughts, and I can tell my cheeks are burning from excitement. I cover my face with one of my arms, a bit embarrassed, but then I look around. Mike is still taking a shower, I can hear it, and I'm pretty sure Hector is going to stay up in his room until everyone comes back. I feel guilty for feeling and thinking like this, but technically, I have some alone time for myself. With all of us living here, I'm not sure I'll have another chance like this. I look down at my pants, since a specific part of me is starting to feel uncomfortable underneath them. No, the pants stay on. If I was actually alone, I'd probably kick them away, with how horny I'm feeling, but it's too risky. If they stay on, I can just cover myself with a cushion or something if someone comes in, even if I have to wash it later. Alright, that's enough thinking, or I won't do it. I unbuckle my belt and unzip my pants, letting my erection breathe through my underwear. This is embarrassing. I feel like I have to hide from my mom like I did when I was younger. I'm pretty sure I could do this in the bathroom one morning instead of risking it now, but fuck it. I want this now. My hand slides under my clothes, holding my dick, and my thumb rubs against the tip. Ah. I cover my eyes again with my free hand, trying not to laugh or making an involuntary moan. I guess it really has been a couple months without thinking about doing this. Never realized how needy I got. I'm not sure why this time with Mike was so different, but it's definitely making me think of him. Taking a shower right now, probably taking care of his own erection. I bet he'd be humping his own hand. I bet he's also as needy as me right now. I surprise myself by moaning through my nose. My hand has picked up a rhythm now, and it feels surprisingly good. Small waves of pleasure run through me from head to toe, and my legs and back twitch as a response. I'm getting too into this, and I don't want to make a mess in my underwear. I lower my front part of it, pulling my dick out, and raise my shirt up to my chest so I have somewhere to do this. It's getting really hard to hold back the noises, and my body is tensing up a lot. It feels too intense to stop now. Hey, Rob! A heart attack! A heart attack! I can feel myself jumping nervously on the couch, waving my hands around trying to reach a cushion that I can't find for a few seconds. I pretty much hit my crotch with it once I find it, making me flinch for a moment. But since the cushion is soft, it doesn't hurt. My eyes look around nervously for Mike, ready to make up some excuse, but Mike is not around. Mike? Still in the shower, but I need your help, please. If it wasn't because it sounds like he's laughing, I would have gotten worried. Still. Shit, it had to be now? Fuck, Mike. I sigh, zipping my pants back up before I stand up, trying to accommodate my business, so it's not too obvious or too uncomfortable for me. What, did you fall in there or something? I'm surprised how clear Mike sounds, even if he's a room away from me. These walls really are like paper. I hope I wasn't too loud. No, just... Can you come in the room so I don't have to scream anymore? He's going to scream anyway, but whatever. Sure, on my way. I try not to be too bothered by this. I don't know what he needs help with, but whatever it is, I can be done with it and go back to what I was doing. My god. Once I'm in the room, I knock on the bathroom door to let him know I'm there. So, you're gonna laugh, okay? But, you know how there's a small window on the shower wall that leads outside? No, I didn't notice. Right. Me neither, until now. So, long story short, I dropped my shampoo outside. What? How did you do that? That's... what? I know, listen, I was pretending I was singing, and it slipped out of my hand, okay? To outside? Mike, this is a whole nother level of fucking clumsiness. I'll write it in my diary when I'm out, but come on, please. I need to wash my fur. Can you do me a favor and pick it up for me? I can't believe how stupid the situation is, but I guess that's Mike for you. I'm face-palming right now, though. I'm definitely remembering this one to tease him at some point. Fine, but you definitely owe me one or something. My hero! God, don't sing. That's probably why the shampoo jumped out the window. Burn. Come on, go get the thing. I hear a laugh from his part, and I decide to do what he asked me to. It's strange, but as annoyed as I was a moment ago, I feel more chill about it. I still wish I could have finished what I started, but meh, I can do that some other time. I open the door of the house and take a second to put on my shoes before stepping down the stairs with my hands in my pockets. The window leading to that room should be to the right of the main door on the other side of the house. I look around before I head there to check if I see Ed or Faust around, but they're not here yet. I wonder where they are, but I guess I'm not that worried. To be fair, I still have the lion in my head. He's acting friendly again, but I'm sure I detect some sincerity before, back at the beach, as if he was actually interested in us. Maybe I could sneak a peek at him if I tiptoe near the window before I give him the shampoo. Knowing him, he'd just laugh and pose. Stop it, Robert. Get a hold of yourself. You're not usually this needy. I guess the past few months haven't been the most relaxed after all. Things are starting to get back to normal lately. That must be why I'm now surprised to see how interested I am in some action, even if it's from one of my friends. Would I really be okay with doing something like that with a friend, though? I always thought I was the romantic type. I never really thought like this. I snap out of it, realizing I've been staring at the shampoo bottle on the ground for 2 minutes. I'm surprised Mike hasn't yelled at me to hurry up. Mike, your bottle is right here. Get in position. I'm going to pass it to you through the window. Got it. The window is a bit high and small enough to let steam from the hot water get out, but not enough to let people see inside. Well, maybe if you're very tall, but I still think you wouldn't be able to look through by accident. I kneel down to get the shampoo, and I see... cigarettes? Did you just say something? I don't respond, unsure if it means something or not. Instead, I focus on standing on my toes so that I can pass the shampoo to Mike through the window. Ack! I hear a bonk before he complains, so I'm sure it hit his head. He said he was ready, so it's his fault. Thank you, Rob. You're a blessing. Shut up and finish your shower already. I giggle after that, but my attention goes back to the used cigarettes on the floor. I've never smoked myself, but I'm pretty sure some of them are very recent. Not only that, but I can only see them here. A few of them piled in front of the window. Am I overthinking things? I'm pretty sure no one in our group smokes anymore, and even if they did, is it really such a bad thing? Well, it's not good per se, but it's not like someone is drugging themselves while on vacation. I mean, technically it is, but... Ugh, this is not a big deal. Deep breaths, Rob. I don't know why I'm getting so worked up over this. I don't even have proof that one of them is smoking. It's just... strange that I only see used cigarettes here. I look up at the window again. Either someone that we don't know about comes to this specific spot to smoke, or... one of us is smoking and is hiding it from the others. The thought really bothers me. I'm not sure why, but I don't like it. I start to walk back towards the front door, feeling the anxiety on my shoulders when I see Ed and Faust walking back together in the distance. They wave their hands at me, and I have to make an effort to do the same. I honestly just want to spend some time by myself right now. However, they catch up with me. They weren't that fast, so I think I just stood there staring at them. Rob, are you okay? You seem a bit out of it. Yeah, I was taking a nap, but Mike needed me to help him with something. I guess I'm still half asleep. I'm not sure if that's a good excuse since I ended up not sleeping, but they seem to buy it. Right, that checks out. You usually need a few minutes to wake that brain up of yours. I'm surprised you even know how Robert acts when he wakes up. Well, duh. We've been friends since we were kids, and we've had many sleepovers. If I didn't know that, I wouldn't be his best friend. Yes, apparently I'm very transparent, unlike someone here. Maybe Ed is the one. Okay, I'm not liking these thoughts. Again, deep breaths. It's the same reason that I know he snores while he sleeps on his back. I don't snore loudly. Alright, I like to chat more, but I need to get some water. I just need to sit for a little bit for my part. I've been standing in one spot for too long. Well, I guess that means I won't nap anymore. If you really want to, you can try to nap some more after lunch. Mike and I will make some food soon. If you want to get ahead of him, now's your chance. He's taking a shower. Faust looks tempted, but he ends up shaking his head. No, We said we'd try to work together today and tonight. Maybe we can be a good team and we both get to cook together. So far, you two are very good cooks by yourselves. I can't imagine having bad results. I guess we'll have to see. The idea sounds good, but I still have that annoying thought in my head. It's not going away and it's affecting my mood. Sorry, it feels like I don't have a filter when I wake up. That's alright. It just means Mike and I have to make sure we don't disappoint anyone. Sounds good. Let's get inside for now, though. We all nod, walking up the stairs and heading in. Seems like Mike is still not out of a shower, although I don't hear it running, so he probably won't take too long. Faust heads to the kitchen to get some water, and Ed immediately sits on one of the couches. Guess that's it for taking a nap, or what I was doing before the nap. Cochino. Soon after this, Mike and Hector come out of their rooms, joining the group, except for Gus. We're all here now. Since it's a must at this point, Mike and Faust have a small argument about how they're going to handle the kitchen, but I think they've reached an agreement or something. To be fair, I'm not really paying attention to them. I'm trying to figure out why the thought of someone smoking is bothering me this much. Is it because it's dangerous to their health, or because I feel like someone is lying to us? Maybe. It has something to do with the fact that I also don't like everyone going their own way today. Is this a trust issue? I feel like I just don't want to be alone again. I snap back into reality when I feel someone sitting right next to me in an energetic way that almost moves the couch. Of course, that energy comes from Mike. Rob, thanks for your help before. It would have been very annoying to dry up and get dressed, and all that just to get the shampoo back. No problem, Mike. I must have said it in a dry tone because I feel Mike noticing I'm not in my best mood right now. Are you okay? You look like you have something on your mind right now. I'm fine. Maybe I do, but it's probably nothing. He repositions himself so he sits on his legs, kneeling on the couch as he turns to look at me. It's embarrassing since he's standing out again, but no one seems to pay him any attention right now. Are you sure it's nothing? I mean, you can tell me if it's because of our conversation from before. I blush and look away. It's not about that, obviously. But I guess the thought hasn't really left my mind completely either. We're both buddies, and I trust you a whole lot, Rob. This is honestly not a problem on my part, but if it is for you, please let me know. It's not really a problem either. I guess I'm not used to the teasing. Do you want me to hold back? No. The answer comes out before I can think about it, surprising me. I mean, be yourself, Mike. I like you that way. I can handle some friendly teasing. Got it. He cheerfully pulls me closer with one of his arms for a hug, and I hug him back. I guess I'm really needy for hugs, huh? Again, be sincere with me. If something I do bothers you, we can talk about it, but I'm glad that you can take some teasing. He lets me go, standing up in front of me. He looks around, as if he's making sure no one is close enough to hear him, before leaning closer. You're definitely fun to tease. I bet you're fun in many other ways I don't know yet. You're pushing your luck now. I push him away with my foot, but I can't stop myself from laughing, and he does too, as he stops me before letting my leg go. I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and help Faust with the food. I just wanted to check on you. Thanks, but we... And he's gone. But we didn't even talk about what was bothering me. Maybe it's better this way. I'm alone again in the living room, but I don't feel as lonely as before. I guess he checked on me at the right moment. The uncomfortable feeling about who could be smoking is still there, but it's not as intense as it was. I sigh, enjoying this mood as I rest my back on the couch again. We have lunch shortly after, talking about what we each went and did throughout the day. It's not a super active conversation though, and we spend much of it in silence. Even Mike seems to be respecting it. That being said, it doesn't feel like uncomfortable silence either. I guess even I have to realize that we don't have to be doing something all the time to be together. Today is Hector's turn to wash the dishes, so I take some time to relax on the couch again. Mike and Ed join me to watch some TV together, not really having a lot to talk about. I think today's a bit of a slow day, since no one really knows what to do. I guess the fact that Gus isn't around to bring his own plans is affecting us. Suddenly, I hear Mike yawn loudly next to me, and I feel the urge to do the same, but I hold it back. Ed doesn't, though, and I can't hold it back anymore, using the chance to stretch my arms. You're welcome. Hey, I didn't sleep that much to begin with. Technically, you have, but you're tired anyways. I smile at him, but I don't answer, since I don't really have a reply. Today really is a slow day. Actually, I know where everyone is, but Faust, I wonder. Ed looks for his phone in his pocket. Picking it up, I try not to spy on him, but I'm pretty sure it's Gus. He smiles after reading whatever the message is, then quickly clicks the letters on his screen. I mean, if you wanted to look at the screen, you could have just asked, Rob. I have no secrets. Sorry, I wasn't spacing out, so I wasn't really reading. Sure. He pokes his tongue at me, and I shrug in response. I know he's not offended, but I really should be careful about when I space out. Luckily, the sound of the door opening gets my attention, and I lean forward to see Faust coming in. I look around me to see that Ed is still texting and Mike somehow fell asleep while sitting on the couch. So I decide to get up, seeing Faust go to the kitchen, following close behind him. Hey there, Faust. I didn't see you leave. Ah, Rob. Yes, I needed a bit of air after lunch. Man, you sure love your air. I still have trouble understanding the need for heading out for no reason. It's just a personal preference of mine. I already spend too much time at my place working with my father. Your house is also like triple the size of ours, Hector. I'm sure that'd make anyone feel less trapped. I don't know. I still feel like I'd do fine by myself in a smaller flat. For example, I spent the most of my day alone in my room today, and I don't have the need to go outside. Yet. When you say that, I get the urge to never head out of the house, even if it's just to prove my point. Don't be like that. You'd be missing out on a lot of things. I know, I won't. But I don't know. I guess I feel different from you guys. That's alright though. We all have things that we enjoy more than others. It's not like we share the same exact interests. I know that. It's just annoying sometimes. I feel like everything would be easier if I could just be more outgoing. Well, you've been trying that lately. How do you feel about it? It's different. Fun, although I feel exhausted sooner than usual. Don't force yourself too much then. We still like you the way you are already. I think I caught Hector off guard if the surprised look on his face is anything to go by. But he soon replaces it with a genuine smile. He probably doesn't realize how pure he looks. The conversation stops there though, since we hear Ed behind us. Hey guys, Gus messaged me to check in on us, and also to let us know that he has some free time right now. He wants to hang out with us. Sounds like he wants to go somewhere specific, but he hasn't told me where. How do you feel about it? He must have finished whatever he was doing in time, huh? That being said, I don't know if I feel like heading out right now. I don't want to feel like I'm making excuses, but I'm still tired from today. I think you all know me enough to know my answer. I guess it'd be nice to have you around. It's been a bit since we last hung out together, Hector. Doesn't this count? That's not what I meant, but yeah, you're right. I promise I'll hang out with you soon then. Edward will remember this. I think I'll join you then. As you said, it's been a while since we last hung out together. Ah, nice. Besides, I'm sure you'll have fun with Gus too. That's why I'm coming. Should we ask Mike? It's alright. Mike is awake. I hear his voice behind me, but before I can turn around, his hand is already on my head, ruffling my hair. However, he moves past me to sling an arm over Faust's shoulder. Faust makes an annoyed, if over-exaggerated face, but lets him keep his arm there, so I know he's playing. As much as I'd like to accompany you two, I kinda took a nap because I feel tired too. So I think I'll stay here. I might try and be productive with whoever chooses to stay and clean the house while we're here. Wait, what? Got it. So Hector and Mike stay home and clean the house. That wasn't the plan. And you, Robert? Ah, right. I forgot to be part of the conversation again. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So we went exercising with Mike, and then we got teased by him, and then we almost rubbed one out in the living room. Little cochino ferret. It reminds me of someone else who would probably do that too. But anyways, um, also the mystery of the cigarettes. I kind of have an idea who that might be. That's smoking, but I'm gonna leave my theories or whatever for the next episode. So yeah. Um, eh, Thank you all for watching slash listening. If you would like to play Core yourself, there will be a link down in the description. If you would like to support the team making this story, there will be a link down for their Patreon. And if you would like to follow them on Twitter, there will also be a link down for that. And I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.